Thank you very much for joining us. This is the Conrado Show where we talk about purpose, passion, and power. We believe that every human being has a purpose to fulfill on this earth, and once you discover that purpose, you must live it out very passionately with the power that God supplies you. And that is why we host young individuals who are doing exciting things in their spheres of influence right on this show. This show is brought to you in association with the Conrado Group. We do services such as studying abroad programs, and we guide you through the process and then also the examinations you need to take in order for you to travel abroad. If you're a nurse as well and you want to go to the UK or New Zealand, US or Australia, and you want to write the IELTS, the International English Language Testing System, we are the right people to consult so that we can help you ace the test. We also help you with if you need advice, career services advice, you need personal development advice, you also would need support regarding maybe writing a book or editing and all of that. We are the right people to talk to. You can reach us on 02067 30 38 2. This show is also brought to you in association with Heritage Christian University College. Heritage is a university in Amasaman right here in Accra, and it offers undergraduate and postgraduate programs. Postgraduate programs are MSc in Accounting and Taxation, MSc Accounting and Finance, and MSc Human Resource Development. We also do undergraduate programs such as BA Psychology, Bachelor of Community Development and Theology. We also do nursing, entrepreneurship and technology innovation, logistics and supply chain management, accounting with computing, and many others. You can go to our website at www.hcuc.edu.gh. We'll be right back after this break.
Are you interested in building yourself in the media sector? Do you want to be a journalist, a videographer, a photographer, or any media personnel? Then Heritage Media Center is the right place to be. Ashon Michaelina is my name, a student of the Heritage Media Center. Heritage Media Center is just not centered on theory, but mostly about practicals. I am a student studying both journalism and multimedia. Someone would ask, can I study both journalism and multimedia? Yes, you can, and it also comes with a discount. Studying at Heritage Media Center gives you the opportunity to have access to all learning materials. Here at Heritage Media Center, we have the best lectures. Their main aim is to make sure we get the best of understanding. Come to Heritage Media Center and have that quality education.
My name is Dr. Elizabeth Baku. I'm the head of nursing department at Heritage Christian University College at Amasaman. The nursing in Heritage Christian University is unique because we add entrepreneurship to the nursing. So everybody who is doing nursing has to do entrepreneurship. And we are hoping that by the time the students pass out, they will add other programs like IT, marketing, human resource to the nursing that they are doing. So they don't just come in and do nursing and go out. They can go out to other areas like marketing, like human resource, like IT, and work in those areas. And we are hoping that by the time the students pass out, they'll be able to set up their own clinics and not to wait for government work. So I hope many students will come to this school in January 2024. You are all welcome.
The nursing program is a wonderful experience. Please join us now.
Thank you very much for staying with us. This is the Conrado Show where we talk about Purpose, passion, and power. Today, we are getting up close with an individual, a young man who is into financial advising, and he will be sharing with us some insights about unlocking financial freedom, insights from somebody who is in that field. And so, I would just introduce Benjamin Nathan Otchere, my guest for today. Thank you for joining me, Ben.
Thank you so
How
much,
are you?
Conrad. I'm good. How about
Good,
you?
very well too. So we just met just last week.
Last week, yeah.
Yeah, and you're on set.
Yeah.
How fast some things happen. Yeah. So I'm very excited to meet you. Now tell me, who is Benjamin Nathan Otchere?
Okay. Thank you so much, and thank you to your crew. And I want to say good afternoon to your viewers.
Yeah.
Now, Benjamin is a global strategic finance analyst, or somebody will say, or in another phase, I'm a financial planner or advisor.
Right.
Yes, and so all that I do is I help people to take away the money stress that comes into their lives, individuals and organizations. So
Right.
anything around money to help you to take away your stress and have that peace of mind. I mean, that's Benjamin Nathan Otchere.
Awesome. Where do you come from? Where did you grow up? And yeah, how has life been for you personally?
Okay,
And
so
education as well.
I grew up, let me say, in two places. So I grew up, started in Takwa in the western region, and then also came to Accra,
Right.
Dansoman, and then schooled at Mount Olivet's primary school in Dansoman.
Right.
Then I moved back to Takwa and continued in UMAT primary school or UMAT basic school.
I see.
Yeah, then I continued to Takwa Senior High.
Okay.
Yes, and continued to University of Cape Coast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. What
So-
do you read in Cape Coast?
Yeah, so I mean, I was trained there as a social scientist doing economics and sociology.
Okay.
Yes.
I see.
Yeah.
That's exciting. And so economics helped you to start thinking about management and planning. and all of
Exactly,
that.
exactly,
Economizing.
Exactly.
Yeah. And
Exactly.
TACWA also exposed you to money.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, Takwa sits on a lot of gold, so
I see. I
yeah,
see.
yeah. So
I
you get
see.
to see money.
Right. Right. Your parents, and should we know about your parents?
Well, my parents, both of them were professional teachers.
Oh.
Yeah, so my dad used to teach in music.
Ah.
Yes, he used
I
to
see.
teach music in one of the secondary schools
Right.
in Takwa.
Right.
And my mom also was a trained teacher, so started in the Methodist. In fact, she has taught in Methodist schools all over because we are Methodists.
Okay.
Yes, so they are professional trained teachers. But I lost my dad when I was 3 years when he traveled out of the country.
Oh
And then,
no.
yeah, so
I see. So you don't really know him that much.
not that much,
Yeah.
not that much.
Oh, so sorry. And then mommy, she's alive.
Yeah, she's still alive.
Okay.
Yeah, now on pension.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So who helped you through life up till this time?
Oh well, I mean, I would say first of all that it's been God. I mean, it's been God throughout.
I see.
God has really helped me, and then I can't take out that factor. And aside that, I think mommy has done very, very well.
Wow.
Yes, she's the eldest son of my grandmom, eldest daughter. Sorry,
yeah.
my grandmom, and you know, in Ghana and our culture, you have a lot of responsibility as a firstborn.
Right.
Yeah, so she had to take care of their lastborn and me. She had to also educate herself,
Wow.
and then I mean, my uncle also came in at a point, and then they all helped, and then I mean, yeah.
And you said how many children are you? For you.
Okay, so we are two.
Parents. Oh.
We are two. Yeah.
Okay. You are the elderly.
Yes,
one or-
I'm the elderly
Oh, okay.
one. Yeah, I have a
Interesting.
younger brother.
Okay.
There, yeah.
What's his name?
Emmanuel.
Ima.
Yeah.
Hi, Ima. How are you? So now let's talk about what inspired you to get into this financial planning and financial freedom and all of that?
Okay, well, I think that would start from the university, UCC, when immediately, I mean, it's so amazing how our potentials, come out. I met this man. He's now the country director of AZA Finance.
Okay.
So he saw me just at the gate or somewhere, and he held my hand and said, "Gentleman, what's your name?" And I said, "My name is Benjamin Otchere." He said, "Okay, I'll call you Nathan. Follow me. I want to teach you something." And from that point, I started going into seminars, organizing seminars with him and the other friends that we had. So that was where I was like, okay, then I think I have the potential to speak to people, to talk, motivate people and all that.
Right.
And then, getting to my national service, I work with SNET.
Okay.
So I decided, I started seeing the gaps where people come and they don't even know anything about SNET.
Yeah.
They don't know virtually nothing. So I was like, okay, then I need to fill that gap. That was where it started from.
So what exactly were you doing to help people to know more about SNET, or to know about what exactly about pensions, or what were you helping people?
Right. So in that moment, what I was trying to do is fill in the gap.
Okay.
So what it meant for me is that you need to learn it and then give it to them.
I see.
Because you cannot give what you don't have.
Exactly.
So all the time, as a national service person, I'll be reading.
Yeah. I see.
I'll go on the net. I'll go on SNET's website. I'll be reading all those things. So when they come and I try to, register, the mainly was registration and all that. That was when we started the biometric registration.
For the SNET?
Yes, that was 2015, thereabout. Yes. So I'll be asking them questions. They'll be like, I don't know. They told me to come in there. I don't know. They told me to come in. So I started from there, teaching them, letting them know the reason why they have to get this and all that.
Right.
And then I moved to data bank.
I see.
Then the learning also continued because I realized that people are just investing because people are saying they should invest.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. And what are the financial mistakes that you have come across that many people make?
Okay.
Yeah, especially young people.
Yeah,
like
sure.
us.
Yeah, sure. So I think I'll touch on two main things.
Right.
So number one is that people don't know that they have to be financially literate.
Okay.
Yes, because if you are going to school and then you are trying to become a medical doctor, you are trying to become a lecturer, or any other thing, an architect, you need to be what? To be literate in that field.
Okay.
You need to go to the school the number of years that you are supposed to. But at the end of the day, we are coming back to an environment where we are going to use a commodity called money.
Okay.
And in using money, you need to learn about it. You need to have knowledge about it.
I see.
Yes. So that is one of the mistakes we do. We forget that we have to be financially literate.
I see.
Yeah.
There's so much, there's so much should I say scarcity of that kind of knowledge. I don't hear much about young people being taught financial literacy. What should we know about financial literacy, the basics?
Okay. So when you talk about financial literacy and knowing about it, we are basically saying that you need to learn about the subject money and then learn about the skills of how you can use money and the resources surrounding it. So these are the two basic things.
Okay.
So
learn about the subject of money
and then learn about the skills you need to have to manage your money. Or even multiply it, or even make more of it. Right. Yes. So these are the basic
things that we need to
know about financial literacy.
Okay, so we when young people are in school, we get support from our parents and all of that, and guardians, and then after that, sometimes some people do other things on their own, and then once a while maybe there is some windfall from someone else. They get some lump sum of money. What would you advise young people to be doing when they're getting money from their parents, they're doing small things on their own, or they get some windfall from somewhere? What should they be doing with that money?
Right. So before we even go into what they should do with the money, that brings me to maybe the second mistake I should have mentioned.
Okay.
So the second mistake is people don't know their financial self.
Oh, what is that?
What that means is that, as a person, when we started school, they were teaching us about myself.
Okay.
Why were they teaching about us about myself? It meant that we need to know ourselves,
Yeah.
and then where we are coming from, and then our potentials we can get, and then where we can go. So if you don't know your financial self, I don't think it will be advisable for you to even start putting money across or putting money elsewhere.
I see.
That is where people start making mistakes. So if you look at Ghana's financial history,
Right.
we've gotten scandalous products
I
and
see.
companies coming up.
I see.
You know, because if you know your financial self, you realize that, okay, I am not a high risk person.
For instance, high risk, for example.
Yes. So in the space of investment,
Yeah.
a high risk person is somebody who cannot afford to lose part or all the money that he or she is investing. Yes, and that comes from your emotional biases.
Oh, really?
Yes,
My
I don't want to
emotions
go.
also determine
Yes, it
my
does.
financial status.
Yes, it does.
I see.
It does.
I
Because-
didn't know this.
Yes, because when you learn more about behavioral finance, okay, we have something called behavioral finance,
Okay.
where we have an aspect that talks about the biases.
Oh.
Okay, so you can look at the emotional bias, the social bias, and then some other external biases. And the emotion plays a huge role.
Ah,
Yes,
really?
yes.
So I should start controlling my emotions.
I'm
and
telling
then
you.
I would have a lot of money.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness. Okay,
So
my emotions are on lockdown. Everybody. If I don't smile to you, know that I'm on lockdown with my emotions because I want a lot of money right about now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I see. I didn't know this.
Oh yes, yes.
Today I'm gaining insights really into financial, literacy and management and all of that. Great.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. So your emotional biases will actually determine how you put your monies across.
I see.
You understand? Because and you see, people are even advocating for us to learn emotional intelligence.
Yeah,
It's just for
yeah.
us to get to know ourselves.
Yes.
In terms of our emotions.
Uh-huh.
So when it comes to money, you need to know yourself when it comes to emotion.
I
And your
see.
emotion is one of the main factors that will determine the risk or the risk personality you have.
I'll come for you to assess my my emotional risk when it comes to money. But this is serious.
Oh yes.
I didn't know this.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I'm so excited that today you came on this show to teach us about this because yes, I'm now connecting some dots.
Okay.
Yes. Though you haven't finished teaching us, but I'm connecting some dots and
Yeah.
it's telling me a lot of things already. Yeah, I see. And so now back to the question I asked about young people, they're making some money or they're getting now young people are doing all manner of things, to get some coins legitimately. The legitimate ones are the ones I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yes. So what should they be doing with that kind of money?
Okay, so just a simple one.
Right.
We'll not go into some of the things that I take my clients through.
Right.
So as a young person, okay, I will say that you have not really amassed some sort of assets.
Yeah.
Okay, on your own.
Okay.
Or some sort of liability, even though some of them do have some liabilities. Because some of them take this loans, FIDO loans, and
quick loans
and MTN,
yeah.
Yes, so
those are liabilities.
Yes, those are liabilities for them.
Right.
So in the first place, when you get the money, there's this rule that, or let me say principle that has been in play, which is called the Pareto principle.
Oh, 80-20 rule?
Yes, 80-20
that one I know it. I know it.
Yes.
I know it.
And you can apply it to any area or subject area that you
Explain it to me again.
So in terms of finances, we are looking at you having to invest or put aside 20% of what you have received. Okay, either stipend or windfall or some hustling money that you've earned. You understand? So 20% of that money actually goes back to pay yourself.
Oh, really?
Yes, because the 80% is for you to spend. And you see, when you look at it very carefully, the 80% is actually going out of your pocket or your account.
Okay.
You are going to give it to that gobe seller.
Yeah.
You are going to give it to that iPhone seller.
Like I just did for the government seller.
Exactly. So this 80% is what actually you share around.
Yeah, I see.
Yes. So the 20% is what you keep for yourself.
Okay.
So that is what they have to do.
Okay.
Use the Pareto principle.
Right.
20% is for you to keep.
Okay.
And then the 80% you can just do whatever you want to do. Yes, in simple terms.
Yeah. Interesting. Now, so what are assets basically, and what are liabilities? Give us some education on that.
Okay, so asset and liability is actually something we use to determine your financial position.
Okay.
Or your net worth. Yes.
I see.
So when you hear
all these big people, Forbes, people, they are listing the world's richest guys and they are talking about their net worth and all of that. So right now, can you assess my net worth?
Oh yes,
really. So when we are done, you do it.
Yes,
so I also publish it online. Conrado Show net worth $2.2 billion. Oh my goodness.
Yes. So that is these are the two variables we use to determine, and so we try to take out your liabilities from your asset. Now let me explain.
Right.
The asset are the things that you own that make your life better.
Okay.
Number two, that brings you money.
Whoa.
You see, those
things that make your life better and the things that bring you money.
Exactly.
Give us some practical examples. What are the things that make our lives better, for example?
Okay, so if I use myself as an example, okay, my asset will be my car.
Oh, it makes your life better.
Better, yes, because it helps you move around, even though you spend on it.
Yeah.
Your house.
Okay.
Your TV.
Oh.
Your furniture. Your laptop. Your phone.
Some of us, we sleep on the phone. Without phone, we can't do anything.
You see, your jewelry.
Oh, okay.
Yes, your watch. All those things are assets. They make your life better, and then you make your life. And we can talk about investments.
Okay.
Your savings.
Okay.
You get it.
Yeah.
And then probably your side hustle that brings you money. Those are your assets.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. And then liabilities. Quickly, and then we go for a break and we'll come back. But so liabilities are what?
So liabilities are actually the things that that you have to give out. Yes, things that you have to give out because you owe them. You don't own, but you owe. So the asset is what you own, but liability is what you owe.
Oh, okay.
So you need to pay out. So like a loan, a car loan,
right,
or a mortgage.
Yeah.
Okay,
I see.
Or some personal loan you want to take.
Right.
You need to always give it out, so it's not for you. Or maybe your rent that is accruing. You get it.
Yeah.
Your taxes. And all those kind of things.
I see.
So they are the items under the liabilities. Yeah.
What about gifts?
Okay, gifts will come under budget when we are talking about budget.
So it's neither asset nor liability.
No, it's neither asset nor liability.
Oh, really?
So it's other. It comes under the income section.
Okay.
Of your budget.
I see.
Yes, it's because it's something that you are earning. Okay, and then you use it for something that maybe it's either gives you your assets or it brings you a liability. Exactly.
No, so what I actually meant was you are doing benevolence. You want to give money out. Charity. Yes, so charity, unless of course you have the charity as an organization. Okay.
And charity is non-profit. So it can't even come under your assets. It's either under your income or it's under your expenses.
I see.
Exactly. So it will definitely come somewhere under in the budget somewhere.
I see.
Yeah.
Interesting. Wow. Today we've got good financial advice, coming through on the Conrado Show. We are talking about how you can unlock financial freedom, and we are getting some insights from somebody who has been working in this field, advising people and helping people plan their finances. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back to continue.
I am Dr. Victor Buedu of the Department of Accounting and Finance, Heritage Christian University College. The department is in the School of Business and Leadership. We run programs leading to the award of Bachelor of Business Administration in Accounting and Finance, and in Accounting with Computing. We also offer Masters in Accounting and Finance and Accounting and Taxation. Students in our undergraduate programs are given free tuition in our professional programs. By the time they obtain their degrees, interested students can also go home as chartered accountants.
My name is Benjamin Otchere, a graduate from the Accounting and Finance Department of Heritage. My first degree in accounting positioned me to be relevant and unique in the job market. Currently, I'm working with Agent Business Consult, a top auditing and accounting firm, and I owe this success to the solid foundation laid at Heritage. I'm pursuing my master's in accounting and taxation at Heritage.
Parents, why not let your ward register at Heritage today? And to you students out there looking for an exciting university experience, look nowhere. Heritage is your option.
I highly recommend Heritage to you.
Are you interested in building yourself in the media sector? Do you want to be a journalist, a videographer, a photographer, or any media personnel? Then Heritage Media Center is the right place to be. Ashon Michaelina is my name, a student of the Heritage Media Center. Heritage Media Center is just not centered on theory, but mostly about practicals. I am a student studying both journalism and multimedia. Someone would ask, can I study both journalism and multimedia? Yes, you can, and it also comes with a discount. Studying at Heritage Media Center gives you the opportunity to have access to all learning materials. Here at Heritage Media Center, we have the best lectures. Their main aim is to make sure we get the best of understanding. Come to Heritage Media Center and have that quality education.
Thank you very much for joining us. This is the Conrado Show, and we are looking at how to unlock financial freedom, your financial freedom. And we are looking at some advice from a financial planner, and he's in the person of Benjamin Otchere. Ben, before we went on break, we were talking about assets and liabilities.
Yeah.
Now, so what would you say about investments? What role do investments play in the financial planning process, and what should we be doing? What should we be investing in, especially in our volatile economy that you don't know what exactly to invest in? Yeah.
Okay. So first of all, investment is trying to put your money aside, or let me say the 20% that I talked about. Yeah. Yes, trying to put it aside to earn more interest, or let me say earn more money.
Okay.
So in that case, I prefer the definition of investment being putting your money to work for you.
Okay.
You get it. So you are trying to put the money aside to work for you.
Yeah.
Now, in putting the money aside to work for you, you are trying to prevent some diseases that can happen to you.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
And one of them is monaria.
What is that?
I call it monaria because when you don't have money, sometimes you start shivering. You become quiet. It's like,
really?
It's like, oh yes. You see some people, you look at their demeanor and it is changed.
Wow.
When you ask them, you may think that, they are worried or something. It's because they don't have money.
I see.
Yes, and that's what I call monaria.
Wow.
Yes. And some people actually have moniosis.
Oh, I don't see it.
Yes, you know, when paralysis happens to you, you can't move, you can't go nowhere.
Yeah,
So they are home, they can't go out to
Yeah.
go and chill, they
Yeah.
can't do
Yeah,
anything.
yeah.
So that's moniosis.
Really?
Yes.
People are looking for money to go and chill.
I'm telling you.
Really?
Yes.
Maybe are looking for money to survive.
To survive. It's all part of the survival. You know? It's all part of the survival. So investment will help you to cure those kind of things that I'm talking about. I mean, literally. So investments, you need to look at again. You don't just invest. You invest with purpose. Okay. And in purpose, I'm trying to say that invest according to your plan.
Okay.
So if you have
an investment plan,
you should have an investment plan.
Okay. Who helps you to develop that?
Of course, the financial planner like me.
Hey, this is my new friend.
So,
yeah.
So you need to be helped in putting up a financial plan. Okay. And the financial plan involves a lot of the plans. Okay. And one is the investment plan. Right. So with the investment plan, what are you using the investment plan for? Okay. And for me and the people that I consult for, I actually help them to create a plan to supplement. Okay, should I use supplement? Okay, to help them to cater for their expenses. So it's like it brings you some income. Okay. To what? Cater for all other things. Right. Or you are trying to use it for a project. Oh, okay. Yeah, so don't just invest. Because I mean, in my 9 years of being in the industry, you realize that people come, I want to invest. I'm investing in this, that. I want to do 6 months. Yeah. So you ask them, what is the reason why you are investing? Okay. And they tell you, oh, I want interest. Okay. And I'm like, okay, you want interest, that's good. It's legitimate. But you see, you are missing something. What is that? What are you missing? Anybody who passed through the rain will definitely be wet. Of course. Of course. So if you invest, you definitely get your returns. Yeah. You understand? But what are you going to use this money for? Yeah. That should be your purpose of investing. Okay. So let's say he wants to invest to go and marry. So which is very important. Which is very important. You see, and in that case, the way you invest to go and marry will be different for somebody who wants to invest to travel. Okay. What would the difference be? So the difference will be your kind of risk appetite, and then the time period. Yeah. Because you want to marry in the next 1 year. Yeah. The person who wants to travel wants to travel in the next 3 months. Oh. So you cannot invest in the same asset or in the same way. I mean, I don't understand. Yes. Yeah. So that is how you have to look at it. Right. So you invest with purpose. Yes, trying to get to see the reason why. Is it for rent? Is it for education? And the other things that I mentioned. Yeah. Right. Now, so let's wrap up on the financial bit and we get into your writing career. Okay. So how do you advise people to balance short-term financial needs with long-term goals? Okay. So in this case, we are actually looking at two things here. Yeah. But let me stick to one side. Okay. So I'll talk about the goals. With the goals, you are looking at short-term and long-term. Now, we've not even added medium-term, but I'll add it. Okay. With the short-term goals, you are actually looking at the things that you want to achieve in the space of 1 year. Yeah. Yes. That's what short-term? Short-term, yes. Really? Yes. Okay. So in financial terms and art space, 1 year is what is known. That is the standard. I see. So from 3 months to a year, the goals that you want to achieve. It may be any kind of goals, depending on you. Because everybody's finances or financial life is not the same. I see. We are all peculiar. Yeah. So the medium term will be from the 2nd year to about the 3rd year. Yeah. Okay. Or let me say from the 2nd year to about the 5th year. That will be the medium goal. Then from 5 years going, okay, will be your long term. So you have to just look at the things that you need to establish for yourself. Maybe you want to buy a house. That will be a long-term goal. Maybe you want to retire financially independent. That will be your long-term goal. Maybe you want to acquire some land. That will be your medium term because maybe you are using 5 years to plan and put some money aside. Right. to get that land,
I see.
or maybe you want to raise some fund as your emergency fund. When something happens, now there's doom so.
Yeah.
Before you realize
Oh.
your light is off and then your TV is spoiled, how are you going to buy it? Now, if you don't have any insurance that you have insured all your assets in your house, you need money to go and do what? Buy another
Of
one.
course.
If you don't have any emergency fund, you may have to borrow or wait for salary. So that will be your short-term goals.
Yeah. Interesting. So now let's talk about your books. You write as well. You're an author.
Yes.
How many books do you have to your credit?
Okay, so I have 4 of them now. Yes.
Wow. Can you give us subtitles?
Okay, so I have the Finance Chalice 1 and Finance Chalice 2. Chalice means something like a container. So you have some nuggets in the container that you can just pick out.
Oh, I see.
Yes, so that is the idea. Right. So I pick certain subject areas and then I write about it and put them together. So I have done the volume 1 and then volume 2.
Okay.
Yes, and then I have the how to invest 10 to 20% of your income.
Wow.
Yeah. And then the last one, which was last year, was Wealth-Wise.
Okay.
Grabbing financial knowledge.
I see.
Yes, becoming a financial guru. So it's trying to help you to get and grab certain financial areas that will help you to become that pro, or put you on the journey of becoming the pro you need to be.
I see.
Yeah.
That's exciting. And how do people get these books?
Yes, so I mean, they can send me an email.
Okay.
Yes, so that I can look at it for them, because my website is under construction now.
Okay.
Where I have a book shop there where you can just go straight, order it, pay through Momo or Visa card and all that. So you just send me an email at Otchere, OTCHEREB 44@gmail.com.
I see. Wow.
Yeah, and then we will serve you. Okay,
and then any phone numbers as well?
Yeah, so my phone number is 0553 60 0001. 0553 60 0001.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's exciting. My producer is asking me to ask you a question about the CD and the dollar. Why is the CD so back and dollar is just running away like that? What really causes those things?
Okay, so there are a number of peculiar factors that causes our CD to depreciate against the dollar. And I'll not want to go much into that, but I want to stick to the basic that all these factors, come into, and that is the law of supply and demand. Okay. So basically, a lot of the businessmen and whoever deals with dollar is demanding for more of the dollars.
I see.
Yes. Last week I was talking to a client, a potential one, and she was telling me that now what she does is she buys dollars and keeps them. This person is part of the people demanding for dollar. And you can imagine the number of people who are also doing this. Those
is it
who
right
want
to do that? Is it legal in Ghana to do that?
Yeah, it's legal. Would it even bring it to the space of law and legality?
Okay.
Because
it's just putting pressure on the dollar.
Yes, but you know, people are free to own what kind of investment assets they want to own.
Okay.
So it's a form of investing your money when it comes to the foreign exchange, and then the foreign trading and all that, forex trading. So they buy it. So that kind of pressure, because the oil companies who want to import petrol and all that, they need it. Those import, and we are more like a country that always imports.
Import dependent economy.
Economy, yes. And in the world market, you can't trade with South African rand or Ghana cedi. You have to use the dollar. You get it. So we are all demanding for the dollar.
I see.
And that's how come our CDs, and all the solutions that we offer, they are all branch solutions.
What does that mean?
When I say branch solutions, it means that they are short-term solutions.
Ad hoc.
Yes. We are not looking at the long term.
So which means that, of course, world factors and all of that you've mentioned. So why is it that the CD is not performing on its own? Why? Some of us, we don't understand all these economic stuff too much, but what should we do as a people in order to make the city
I think that's the question.
I'm now asking an academic question.
So what we should do actually is that we should be moving more into an industrial economy.
Which is what?
Because if you look at the components,
we should be manufacturing.
Exactly.
We should be creating, adding value, and then now exporting, and people should be demanding the things we are creating. Or manufacturing.
Exactly. Because if you look at the components of the economy, or let me say the composition of the economy or the GDP,
right?
Services is what contributes much.
I see.
Anyway, services is all over. You can just come here. I want to do some adverts. It's a service.
That's a service.
I want to put my money at the bank.
Right.
It's a service. But who is creating that? What do you call it? Matches.
I see.
Okay. Who is creating that toothpick?
Oh, I see.
Who is creating that shoe?
Right.
See?
So we are not doing much.
We are not doing much of that. And we are importing the rice. We are importing rice and chicken all over.
And we have farmers all over.
Yes. Yes. And you see, that brings us to, we are the farmers on the. I know a friend who has one of the biggest rice farm in Ghana.
Wow.
About 10,000 plus acres.
You don't say.
Oh, I'm telling you. I spoke to him last week. He was trying to even get some people for work.
Right.
And you see, we don't have policies that will help Ghanaian companies
to grow.
Because you cannot start the journey of manufacturing or industrializing your economy without policies.
Yeah.
Because it's the policies that will actually give the liberation to the business or entrepreneur to say that, look, I'm starting a business and I don't have to pay tax for 2 years or 3 years.
Oh,
you get it. So we need to go on that journey.
Policies, would help us to be able to give some breathing space to entrepreneurs.
Exactly.
We'll get into that some other time. We'll come again for some education in entrepreneurship and how young people with startups can also, scale their businesses. Thank you very much, Benjamin.
Thank you.
Did you mention your number?
Yes, I did.
Okay, that's fine. So you can reach him. He's a financial advisor and then also an author. You can get his books as well. Where do they get? You said email, right?
Yes.
And you also publish on Amazon sometimes?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
I have one or two books there. Yeah.
There, that's great. So we'll bring him some other time again to talk about other aspects of business as young people. What can we be doing in order for us to also be financial moguls like he is? Right, thank you. And I've not forgotten about my net worth thing.
Sure,
so when we are done, bring all the machines that we use to assess net worth. All right, thank you very much for being a wonderful audience for our show. The Conrado Show is brought to you in association with the Conrado Group and also Heritage Christian University College. Thank you very much for your time. We wish you all the best. Bye for now.